know a big question in everybody's mind is if we had so many law enforcement personnel, the FBI, county, local, state, all looking for Kiely, a lot of them were searching in that area, how you guys were able to find her in such a short amount of time. I mean, what would you say?
Uh, it's not a knock on law enforcement. The We specialize in underwater sonar technology. It's not an area that law enforcement is used to using every day in the capacity we just used it yesterday to discover Kiely. We look for cars underwater specifically every day. Law enforcement may have to do this, a handful of times a year, and most of the time at boat ramps where they know where the vehicle is and so forth. But we specialize in utilizing this technology, specifically manipulating it to find vehicles.
What did you think when you realized that you had found something?
I had to go over it several times to verify what I was seeing. Using sonar is kind of an art. It's not just a one-time pass and guaranteed what you're seeing. So I went over it several times and I knew it looked suspicious. So at that point, I called Doug over to put a second set of eyes on it. And once we did that, he also verified that, yes, this does look like a vehicle underwater. So at that point, basically, you use a fishing magnet to drop on it to see if you catch metal. Once we did that, we were pretty confirmed right then and there that it was a vehicle.
I know you guys do this all the time, but what is that discovery like, especially when you have quite literally the whole nation looking for this person, and then you guys were able to use your specialized equipment to be able to find her?
It's tragic, but it's an honor to be able to utilize our resources and be a resource for families and law enforcement. It's at the end of the day, we focus on the positives, and that's we were able to provide answers to a family who no longer has to live in a nightmare of not knowing.
Without that kind of equipment, would this have been easy to find? Because I know, again, search crews have been searching that exact location as well.
No, without sonar equipment, it's not impossible to locate vehicles underwater, but it would take a lot longer. You would have to use strictly scuba divers and, search patterns. You would maybe have to drag the waters with grappling hooks, that sort of thing. It's just very time consuming. The cutting edge sonar technology that we use is, a lot more efficient than any other methods of searching waterways.
Sure. Have you been in touch with Kiely's family?
Yes, we have been.
What was that conversation like when you told them what you found?
Within minutes of our discovery, our first priority, once we were able to 100% identify what we located, no ifs, ands, or buts, we did notify family. Kiely's dad and her grandfather were there within 2 minutes of that discovery. And they're very extremely thankful for our efforts, frustrated, very, very frustrated and concerned. This is a moment for them that they have to do a lot of processing. At this point, now that she's been found, her vehicle's been found, there's a lot of processing and investigations that are now going to ensue based upon what we uncovered.